And welcome back to more of 9 Villages. And we just cleared out level 1 in the last part. And we can just move on at this point. This part's probably just going to be a lot of exploration. There's just a... you'll see how big the map is. The Overworld map. And clocks in this quest are not permanent, so they only last 5 seconds. So it's probably just enough time for you to get a breather, or try to do as much damage as you can. Alright, this is Old Kasuto, kind of similar to the one in the original Zelda 2. Just kind of an empty town, really nothing in here. So we'll go into this house. It's actually a secret passage. Interesting, you have a Metroid 1, or the Metroid Escape music. And it kind of helps to have your candle, because I think every single room in here is dark. Candle makes a pretty decent weapon at this point. It's probably better than your sword just because it has a little bit of range. Yeah, that's kind of a weird room there. I'm not sure what the point of that was. A weird room because that trap only goes like halfway. Luckily, it's a pretty short cave. Okay, and this takes you out onto another part of the overworld. And I think this is like Ninja Gaiden music. Never actually played the games before. I've watched enough videos of other people playing this. And I'm not going to buy that big shield, since a lot of my exploration is going to be inland, so... yeah, I'm not going to fall for that twice. I'm going to use my candle this time. Since there are no mid-air mechanics here, so, enemy jumps, it doesn't matter. You still can, they can hit you and you can hit them, so, fair is fair. Probably the first thing you want to do is find warp points, because usually there's a warp point nearby. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of exploration in this part. And this is just one overworld. You're gonna see how big this is, and Lost Hills is usually a pretty small area. You usually don't spend much time in there because it's only a few screens of anything. I'll scoop up all the extra money I can find. Since there are a few items I need to buy down the line. Yeah, no real shortcuts to exploring, you just got to go all the way around. You know, luckily hearts are fairly plentiful. Yeah, you'll notice this is an entirely different overworld. Yeah, there's a lot of these grids that you're going to be exploring. So have fun. You know, some of these parts may just be simply scouting Overworld. Okay, this rock formation you can't really do anything with for a long while, so just make a mental note of it. And I don't really care about gambling since I'm almost capped on money anyway. And the screen looks a little bit familiar. You know, I got the waterfall there. And there's actually something under there, but I think it's just more money. Well, I think you get some hints there, I suppose. So you do want to explore that a little bit. Good thing for the extra hearts dropping. Yeah, just to free up war points for later on. Make my life a little easier. And I think that's just more money in there, so I'll save that for later. And here we got some, I believe, Mega Man 2 music. And yep, this is a whole different overworld map. Yeah, this is basically one big overworld. Take you a long while to explore all this. I'm gonna try to explore all this, but I'm just gonna pick a route to start with. Oh, I'm capped on money. I'm gonna have to find something to buy. Yeah, Lost Hills is a lot larger, huh? More exploration I have to do here. I'm just wasting money at this point since I can't hold anymore. mean, look at all these screens. Just going to go through this whole mess. And that's the same shop as the other one, so I'm just gonna skip that. Yeah, a little bit pricey for these extra bombs, but, you know, got nothing else to spend money on for now. So might as well at least empty out my wallet a little bit. Any screen with red levers is always a good chance to get some money. Yeah, I'm gonna go into that area later. Just continue scouting around the Lost Hills. Just scoop up all the extra money I can find. Again, the Overworld here actually is almost like a mix of Zelda 1 and Zelda 2. You see, this area looks kind of familiar. Try to do as much damage as my one candle shot. Alright, into the woods. Yeah, I'm not sure where this music comes from. It's just kind of more random to me. Pretty sure you can look it up on the list of MIDI files. You know, just keep going through the overworld. Pretty much this whole part's gonna be just mapping out, you know, squares. There's a familiar screen on this one. And that's the same old thing as it was before. Potion shop. I think that's just more extra money for later. I'm probably gonna get enough money just grinding, just as I, keep exploring around the place. I think most of these screens just have nothing on them. I don't think there's any secrets. I'm not gonna bother searching every one of these screens, and at least when I mapped out stuff, I didn't find too much. Most of the secrets are pretty obvious. It's not like some super obscure secret. Let's go this way first. To the magical shortcut. It's actually a pretty good spot to grind for money, actually. You get a lot of screens with blue tektites and red levers. Alright, this little maze is kind of interesting. How does this person manage to design this? It's not difficult, it's just more tedious than anything. So what you're gonna find out is that, there are certain spots you step on that changes the wall patterns. So, you don't want to go for the most obvious path. Because, see, it gets blocked off and stuff, so... So I think you actually want to start on the bottom here. Because it looks like it leads nowhere. If you go towards a dead end over on this side. Yeah, see, it's kind of tricky to see how this works. And that's your goal over there, is just that piece of heart. I think you go over this way. And, you stumble around enough, and you have to go around here, because I think there's a spot on the right there. So you kind of have to go around this. And going up this way will net you the free piece of heart. Again, it's not that difficult, it's just maybe more tedious than anything. You're just gonna have to play around with this a little bit, and eventually you're gonna figure out how to get to the end of this. Again, this is a pretty good location to get some money. You can just kind of cycle around, use the warp points and just kind of run around in a circle, and you can get some easy grinding. Pretty easy way to pick up some quick cash. I'm not sure this is the best way to grind, but without wasting money secrets, this is decent enough. Sometimes you get a lot of 5s dropping. So, and again, this is a potentially good place. I might use this a couple times just to get some quick money until I really need the big cash drops. Not convenient warp point here. Actually, I might take a break, just in case the program decides to crash on me. But this is very convenient because you free up these warp points, and it gets you easy access to, you know, shortcuts and stuff. Again, very nice overworld here, this map, because it pretty much, each of these warp points, and it pretty much resembles what you'll find. This is like, imagine the zoomed out view of the overworld, and then when you step into these portals, you're like, you know, zoomed in. So imagine you're looking from the top on this, and everything looks really small. So it's kind of nice how he created that. Okay, so I'm gonna take a break at this point, and next part we'll just do more scouting and see what we can find. Alright, see you guys later.